It's the Chip and Lance Show with Chip and Lance.
Mr. Redford, this might seem like a silly question, but did somebody cut your ladder to pieces and weld it into the shape of a giant possum?
Yeah, well, I'm afraid so, Ollie. I'm afraid so.
Lance, I did something very silly indeed.
Oh, boy. What'd you do this time, Chip?
Well, I drew a mustache on this peach. It's silly. By the way, Lance, some hooligans cut your ladder to pieces and welded it into the shape of a giant possum.
Hey, what?
Wow, Mr. Redford, those hooligans sound like some real ne'er-do-wells.
Yeah, it's okay, though, because Chip said he taught him a lesson.
And that's how you draw a mustache on a peach, you hooligans. That concludes your lesson.
Thanks, mister. Can we cut up more of your friend's stuff and put it in the shape of a possum?
Only if you let me help. What kind of a lesson, Mr. R?
Some answers are better left unquestioned, Ollie.
Did those hooligans make these holes in your roof, too?
No, we had these jetpacks and, never mind, it's a long story. Can we just get to work on the roof?
Sure, yeah, I can get these fixed up for you, no problem. And thanks for the extra work. I'm getting a little stir-crazy waiting for this dang quarantine to be over. You ever feel trapped, Mr. Redford?
Yeah, sometimes I feel trapped. I feel trapped. And there's fire all around you, and your friend and you keep screaming over and over again, and it just keeps going. And going, and going, and going, and going. And going.
Yeah,
and
sure. Something like that. I mean, it's been a month already, and I keep waiting for things to go back to normal, but they don't.
Well, I'm sure at some point things will get back to normal, Ollie. Until then, you're welcome to stop by and do any little odd job.
Did I hear someone say, Little Odd Bob?
Dang it all, Chip. How'd you get up here? And no, we didn't say Little Odd Bob. We said Little
Bob! I know!
Nobody wants to be told about your strange diminutive friend, Chip.
Say, what's that word diminutive mean? It means little, like my odd friend, Bob. Well, tell me about him. I thought you'd never ask. Little odd Bob was a jolly, happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Little odd Bob had a really little name, and he had an odd kind of name that I think I should say again. Bob!
Dang it all, Chip.
What's wrong, Lance?
That's Frosty the Snowman.
Where?
We said Little Odd Job.
Oh, them are my favorite kinds of jobs. Like the little odd job I had in Afghanistan involving 200 camel spiders, 200 hand grenades, and one very surprised potato.
Let me guess. You remembered? Goodnight, Moon.
Ah!
I'm ignoring you, Chip. Ollie, I'd like it if you could have these holes patched up by tomorrow.
Sure thing, Mr. R.
And feel free to ignore Chip.
Actually, Mr. Redford, my policy is to listen to my elders and learn all I can.
Sure, of course it is, Ollie, and Chip has plenty of wisdom.
You can lead a horse to water, Ollie, but you can't control falcons with your mind.
Chip, would you please just get out of here?
But, Lance, I need to finish the story of my friend, Little Odd Bob. Little Odd Bob was a guy I met one day when Lance sent me to make coffee, so I'd stay out of his way. I like my coffee, and I know that Lance does too, but I think he was annoyed with me, so that's the reason I'm giving you. Let's see here. Coffee for Lance. I think first you're supposed to roast some beans. I wonder if these pinto beans will do.
Hello, humans. It's me, Little Odd Bob, the toaster gremlin.
What's this? I can't believe my eyes. Lance has a toaster. It's right next to that toaster gremlin.
It's the very toaster in which I live.
Always thought there was something funny about that toaster, but you shouldn't be here, Little Odd Bob. Lance said we're not supposed to have company on account of the velveteen.
What's this velveteen you speak of?
Well, it's a long story. Lance is better at explaining it than I am, but it all began with this Chinese fella who ate a bat.
Why would a Chinese human eat a bat?
Because the Chinese don't know squat about baseball. And so, I explained everything about the Velveteen to Little Odd Bob, and then...
That's a great story, Chip. Not insane at all, but I was just finishing a conversation with Ollie before he got to work, and what were we saying, Ollie?
Oh, about the quarantine and everything. I'm running out of patience.
Well, it ain't always easy being patient.
I should say not. I got classes, Mr. Redford. They're all online. I can't stand it. I want to see my classmates. I want to go back to work. I want to run errands again like normal, but everything's closed. That's just what I told Little Odd Bob.
Chip,
As I explained the Velveteen to him in excruciating detail, which I will recount for you now.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Chip.
So that concludes Section 8 of my Velveteen explanation, which section was entitled Possums with Flamethrowers, unquote. Does everything make sense so far, Little Odd Bob?
Nope.
Section 9, Hand Washing. Of course, you know what hands are, and so do I, but did you know they gotta be washed? The way you wash your hands is to sing the doxology and say amen like this.
Oh, Chip, will you shut up?
1 second, Lance.
Chip, please. Chip.
Man.
Chip, shut up.
Sure, Lance.
Good. Now
Shutting up now, Lance.
Great. Now, Ollie.
Nothing could make me happier than to shut up.
Right.
I won't say another word.
Chip.
Mum's the word, Lance. Or it would be, if I was saying anything at all.
Dang it all, Chip. I'm trying to tell Ollie about the importance of being patient.
Oh, Lance, I think you should do that as soon as you possibly can, right after I talk some more about Little Odd Bob.
No, Chip.
Little Odd Bob was a gremlin, so he said, and he looked at me with these strange eyes right into my head. Little Odd Bob liked to listen to me walk, even though one time I asked him, Bob, would you rather take a walk? He said, no, Chip, I want to hear you talk. Well, Little Odd Bob, it's been fun spending time with you.
Thank you kindly, Chip.
Before you go, would you care to hear me read some entries from the dictionary?
Of course, Chip.
A random selection from the F's. Fish, a cold-blooded aquatic animal. Fisherman, one whose occupation it is to catch fish. Fishery, the occupation or business of catching fish or a place where fish are raised. Fishiness, the state or quality of being fishy. Fishmonger, one who mongs fish. Fishwife.
Chip, shut up, please.
What?
I'm trying to tell Ollie about patience.
You are?
Yes, I'm saying it's really important to be patient because we all have a lot we're waiting on, whether it's friends or family or work or school or whatever. We're all waiting on the end of this dang quarantine, and if we think about it the wrong way, we'll just get mad, and then we'll say things we regret, you dumb idiot!
So, to continue my story about Little Odd Bob...
Ah!
It'll be okay, Mr. Redford. All you need's a little patience. It's like I told Little Odd Bob that one time when he was getting impatient. Little Odd Bob? That's what I said to him, Lance. You just need to be patient. Little Odd Bob, you just need to be patient. Little Odd Bob was a gremlin, so he said, and he lived inside a toaster so that he could look at bread. Little Odd Bob was a very odd little man. What to think I told you once before, but I'll tell you once again. Huh. Little Odd Bob. I don't know what else to say, Lance.
Chip!